Welcome back, everybody. Cliff again with the end of our playthrough of Scenario 3, The Hills Have Eyes, in Off the Line by Mike Nagel and Relative Range Games. We are in turn 7. We reorganized last turn because both of our leaders were pinned and we had nothing to do but play our reorganization card. We got everybody rallied up. And we are ready to make our final assault on this hill. It's going to be nip and tuck. We've gotten 4 of them toward their 7 needed to break them. We've lost 2 guys. We are not in great position, but not terrible position. It's still in the realm of possibility. We need to get 3 more guys down, or occupy that hill and kick all of them off, and all of them are on the hill right now. So the ape is playing very intelligently. Well, better than I'm doing. At any rate, the beginning of the turn. So to begin, we need to draw cards. My hand size is 5. My American hand, I played this last time, is empty. 5 new cards. Come on, big numbers. We need big numbers. And there we are. I'm already feeling better. And a 3. And a 4. Oh yeah, if we had had these numbers to begin with, it would have helped. So that's 8, 12, 16, 18. Yeah, 18 points, where I only expect to get about 10 on average. We got like 8 the first time, and now we got twice as many or more. Tons of orders, more than we can use. We can only use up the maximum of 12. We got 18 to play with. Thing is, we play the 5, we only get 5 orders. 6 is the most you can get. We can get 1 turn with 6 and 1 turn with 5. Or we could play the 6 and then hope that we get something we can combine to make another 6 to max out. I don't think it matters much, but I'm going to max out just because I can always waste them if I have to. I discard the 4 and discard the 2 and set my orders to 6, the max. Take that, Germans. Alright, they get 1 plus 2 is 3. I've got so many more that let's see, we've got to set our initiative. Set initiative is next. They're in the initiative on the 6 column. They got a 6 plus 1 is 7. On the 5 column, we got a 2. We get initiative. There we go. We've got initiative. We've got 6 orders. We are going to go first. And I've already declared my orders. Yeah. Action order, we're going first. Activation cycle. Very first thing we're going to do is we're going to fire at this machine gun. We're going to fire at the machine gun team at that foxholes because they are our biggest opposition. That's half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4. Range of 4 with the 1919. 1919, that's column 7. We've got a 3, 5 on the 7. 2, that's effective. We do get to put our rate of fire on. That's an ROF of 1. We get effective fire. The 1919 is an all, so every person in that has to undergo fire from our 30 cal. So let's do their leader first. Do they have a leader in here? They have no leader in here. The leader's hiding off in the woods directing things. But he's going to help them out. So their protection. They're in a foxholes. So they're going to get base protection, which is going to be 8 for the open. Smoke, no. Prone, no. Pin, no. Improve, no. Jam, no. Where do foxholes come into play here? Try not to screw this up. Oh, it modifies KIA. It gives them 1 morale when they're shooting, but it doesn't help with protection. So their protection is an 8. Alright. So they're an 8, and they have their base morale, which, let's just start here. We're going to go with the biggest ones first. So we're going to go here with Borgen. 2. Leader in range, 3. 3 on an 8. 4. He's pinned. This guy, 3 on an 8. 7. He's pinned. This guy, 2 on an 8. Pinned and red. KIA, he's in the open. KIA in the open. Open clear, 6. But the KIA value is modified by foxholes to 5. So 5 or less kills him. 5 killed him. Off board to KIA. And this pin guy is a pin 2. So he's a base morale of 1, 2 in an 8. 5. Ooh, but yellow. Might jam. He remains pinned. It's not red. Nothing bad happens. But we got to check for a jam. Jam value. So let's see here. What's our jam value? 1919 jams on a 6, and we've got a 3, 4, 5. We pass. So we don't jam, but we're not going to be able to do this. Firing stops at that point. We're not going to be able to continue on. These guys are complete now. We pinned down the foxholes. Killed a guy. But everybody's got their heads down, and I'm pretty happy about that. So that was our first order. Their first order. I got a little screwed up last time. When we select orders, do we pick just unpinned guys? If all pinned, random events. I'm trying to see when I pick the 3 guys, if I only do the prepared guys. I want to make sure I'm doing it right. Select a hex. Inactive hexes. Well, we've only got one unpinned inactive hex, and that's this guy. So we're going to pick him. And he's going to rally. He can't rally, but we can pin on rally one of this hex or this hex. 1 or 2. 1. This guy's going to try. He's a 3 on 6. He's in the open. He's in range of a leader, so that's 4. He unpins. We mark him complete. That was his second order. Or first order. Our second order. Now we did him. He's now in the open. Oh, jeez. He's a 2. This would be a 2 to 1. These are all pinned. This guy can theoretically, I don't think he can see us. This is going to be a blind hex. And that's going to be a blind hex. And they're all pinned. I'm going to activate these guys. To move. We're going for all the cookies here. And they're going to go 1. Blind hex. He can't see them. That's blind. This is blind. And these guys are pinned. 2, 3. Still blind. Can't see us. Which puts us into a melee. I'm just going to drag this complete off. That's a 4 to 2, which is a 2 to 1. There's no shifting, so we're using the 4 column. I need a 2 on the 4. 2. And they need a 1 on the 4. No. This guy's dead. These guys are complete. That was my second. Their second order. His order is to rally. This guy's not, so these guys are going to try to rally. So the foxholes, they give a +1 to morale. Correct? Back of this sheet, foxholes, morale +1. And the open doesn't do anything, so they get a +1, +2. So this is a 3 for Schaefer, 3 on 6. He rallies. Rallied. There. Thank you, Greg. This is a 4 on 6. 2. He rallies. That's nice, Greg, where I just switched to a complete so I don't forget. And this guy, 4 on 6. Fails. So they rally back. My next turn, third turn, we're moving these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're complete. German's last turn. This guy fires. That's blind. That's blocked. Is that even a shot for his grease gun? A machine pistol, sorry. Half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4, 4.5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Machine pistol, can it reach out that far? I don't think so. No. That's not a shot. That's not a shot. That's not a shot. That's not a shot. He can't shoot. So he's going to try to move. He wants to move over into the foxholes to get those guys rallying better. So does he pause? He does not hesitate. That's 1. I got nobody that has a chance to reaction fire at him. Does he hesitate? No. 2, 3. And I'm going to mark him as complete. What to do with these guys? I've got 3 orders left. They should be out of orders. My order here. That's me and me. Gonna move this guy. That's 2. Entering the woods is another 2. Trees, woods, yeah, that's 4. He's done. Mark him as complete. He's got no orders. My next order. I can split these guys up into 2 groups. The 3s are going to shoot. I'm going to put a fire on here. And I'm going to move the leader. I'm going to use his leader to move one other guy. Actually, I'll just say move and then fire, fire. That's the way I'll do it. Move on the leader along with him and fire, fire. Trying to put down a little suppressive fire here. So that's going to use both. That's going to use 1 order. I'm going to waste 1. I have a surplus of orders. So fire, fire first. 3. Okay. This would be crops. Crops attenuate 2. That's 2, 4, 6. No, we're shooting up. Yeah, it still counts. 2, 4, 6. We don't see this one. That's a 7. And he's firing with a Garand. And the other guy's firing with the Browning. We'll do the Browning first. The Browning at a range of 7. Now Browning at a range of 7 is an 8 column. He's at 3, 4, 5 on the 7 column. And the Browning can hit everybody. 5 on 7. He's a crappy shot. My Browning's done. Okay, 5 on, well, the rifle. Rifle at a range of 7. Garand. That's out of range. 2, 4, 6, 7. Can't reach out and touch him. It doesn't matter. We're just going to mark them complete. And we're going to move these 2 guys. Do they pause? Hesitate? That's in LOS. No. That's 1. Hesitate. 2. Hesitate. 3. 2, 4, 6. Yeah. Yeah, let's just move into the crops. And we're just going to stay there. Crops, what do they do for us for defense? Not a whole heck of a lot. Protection is 7. It's just slightly better. We're in a hunker there. Mark them complete. Ooh-wee. I wish our 1919 here would not have had the feed problem. I could have used some more shots on these foxholes. I'm going to take our orders down to 0 because I got nothing else I can move. I have the initiative. Random event. We get a random event. Give me something good. You may discard a card and then steal a card at random from your opponent. So I could swap a card. Well, let's just do a random swap. My US hand. Geez, do I want to? It could get worse. And does it really matter? I mean, I'm going to get a card anyway. It says I may. I choose not to. That means we reshuffle this deck. And I reset and get rid of the moves. The last turn. We are locking in. They are all consolidated into one hex, trying to hold the hill to the end. I need to get up on the hill. I need to take those foxholes. We are within movement range of these guys and these guys. So I could get them in there to try to do sequential attempts at close combat. And I can also lay down fire to try to suppress at first. Right now they've got 6 in there. So the odds are not great for us unless we pin some people first. So the idea is to pin and then move in to try to do close assault. And if we can take that hex, we win. If we don't take that hex, we lose. They're 1 away from breaking. So they're very tenuously holding on to that. Nip and tuck to the end. All right, the beginning. I draw a card. I have a hand size of 5. My hand only has 3, so I draw a card, and I got a 1. See, it was good not to exchange. I can play the 5 and the 1 for the 6. All right, let's do our initiative. I'm on the 5 column. +1 is 5, and he is a 1. The Germans get the initiative at the end. Axis initiative. And we'll get rid of that. He has the initiative. I declare 6 orders. I need to set my 6 orders. He draws for orders. 1 + 1 is 2. He's on his back foot. Well, 6 to 2, he has the initiative. He says, go ahead, Americans, you go first. Does he? Maybe he wants to try to stop this close assault here. It looks pretty dire for him. He better shoot before he gets pinned down. Shoot while the shooting's good if he can. He'll try. What does he get? Move. Where is he going to move? Try to draw back to the woods. Get out of sight of that machine gun. Everyone's going to try. There is no morale check. It's just do they hesitate. The leader's going to try first. He's a 2. Nothing to help. On 6. Fails. He does not move. So he's going to hold fire. Action. Hold fire. A 4 for this guy. Bjorgen. 4 on a 6. Passes. He's going to try. Does he hesitate? No. 1. Ooh, tempting. Reaction fire. I've got a handful of cards. Can I see that? Not from there, but I can from here. These guys can reaction fire. So white is going to try to reaction fire. What card am I going to discard? My 4. Four on the 7. 1. He gets the reaction fire. He's at a range of half 1, half 2. He's got a Garand. Garand at a range of 2 is a 6 column. He's at 3, 4 for the leader, 4 on 6. 4 was effective. He's 2 in the open. That's an 8 for protection. 2. He passes. This guy's marked reaction fire. Two, 3. Can I reaction fire again? That is blocked by the trees. This is a blind hex. He's marked complete. He danced through my fire. So that was his order. My next order. I've used one. No, that was his first. He did that first. Now it's my first. Machine gun. Opening up. Half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4. 4 Browning, or 1919 on the 7 column. He's a 3, 4 on the 7. 5 misses. They're complete. His second order. He only has 1 hex to deal with. It's a rally. He's going to try to unpin this guy. 2, 3, 4. 5 fails to rally. use that one. We're going to fire these guys. We're going to use my next order. We're going to fire these guys into here. That's a range of 1. We got a grease gun, which will go first. Grease gun, a range of 1, is a 6 column. He's a 3. Two, that's effective. Grease gun will affect everybody. Let's try to do this guy on hold. He's a 2. His protection is going to be 5. Open, clear, is 6. -1 for the foxholes is 5. And he's a 2. 2 on the 5. 4 failed. He's pinned. Take that off. We're going to pin him. 1 on the 5. It's 1 on a 4 now. He's pinned. They're all pinned. That was it. So my grease gun. Oh, these are both. Oh, I did this guy. Grease gun here is done. Well, actually, the pin guy I can try. Salzer. It's 2 on a 6. Oh, it is a red one. So it's KIA check. And the KIA value, foxhole takes it down 1. KIA in the open is like 6. So it's on the 5 column. 4, but it's red, so he routes. And they break. It was okay anyway, because now that they're all pinned, my next was going to be to move my guys into close combat, and they would have to do a desperation morale. If they failed, they were going to rout anyway, and if they succeeded, I was going to have the odds in my favor, so it was highly likely I was going to pull that out at the end anyway. So in the end, these guys are pinned down, they surrender. This guy here in the trees probably surrenders too, because he ran in here and oh look, there's an American right next door with my fire team closing in on him. Yeah, they kind of surrender. We take the hill at the last minute. Overall, I'd say a well-balanced scenario. I enjoyed it, even though I didn't play it perfectly. I think that if I record a few more and catch a few more mistakes, I can start to play this more smoothly. It's a limitation of me and not the game. I really, really like this game, if you can't tell. If you'd like to see one where the ape plays on offense, let me know, and perhaps we'll do Poltergeist 2. They're back. If you're interested. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue to amuse myself. Let me know what you think of all of this. I'll catch you guys next time.